Just want to spend a few minutes discussing the very difficult subject of abortion. It's one of the biggest cultural topics for discussion today. And let me say at the start that I'm very aware of the pastoral sensitivities around this, and that anyone contemplating an abortion or who's made that decision to have an abortion, no doubt this is one of the most difficult decisions of their lives. And probably all of us know someone who's had an abortion or has had to think about that. And we know the agony and the pain that causes. Having said that, though, let's just try to be really clear what the Bible says, that life begins at conception. And so from the moment of conception, that child in the mother's womb is a child. It is not a potential human being. It is a human being with potential. And as such, that child is worthy and deserving of all of the rights of our protection. It is a human being. So whether it's the first trimester, the second trimester, or the third trimester of pregnancy, I believe that the Bible prohibits and would not allow an abortion without that being considered to be the unlawful killing of the unborn. So this is a difficult decision and a difficult situation that people face into. And I realize that often people raise the objection of a situation of rape or incest, two of the most incredibly difficult situations that anybody has to face. And yet the child is still a child, irrespective of the circumstances of its conception. Likewise, some people argue, well, what if the child's going to be born into very difficult economic circumstances, or the mother doesn't have the ability to care for the child? Again, very difficult situations. But once again, the child's value is not diminished by the mother's ability to care for that child. We would never argue that it's okay to take a child's life after birth, even though that child would be completely dependent on its mother or other adults for its care and protection. And likewise, a child in its mother's womb is still dependent on another adult for its life. But just because its location is different, i.e. it's inside the womb rather than outside the womb, does not give us the right to take that child's life. Of course, throws up all sorts of other questions about caring for children, caring for mothers, proper postnatal care. Perhaps we need to talk more about adoption and how children can find forever families outside of their normal birth mother. Those are all questions for another day. Stick to the issue on abortion. A life is a life, and God protects that life. Psalm 139 says, "Your eyes saw my unformed body, and God looked upon us even before we came to be." And that's an amazing thing. So this is a difficult subject, and I just pray and hope that you'll think that one through for yourself. And God bless you as you try to have a Christian mindset.